Gotcha. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear viewers, wherever you happen to be in the world. We are facing just a global issue, and this gives you an opportunity to sit in the confines of your own home. You might be sequestering, you might be barricading yourself and keeping yourself free of any of the greater concerns out there. So I am happy today in this new episode of Increasing Your Awareness and Expanding Your Potential to bring a guest, and he happens to be, and his name is John. He happens to be the president of MABC, which is Madison Area Business Consultants. And John, I'm going to pass it over to you and let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate your having me on today with your program. And I'm proud to be part of Madison Area Business Consultants. And in the role of the president, my job is to help create high quality programming for all of our members going forward so that it makes them better consultants and it allows them to connect with more businesses as a consultant.
Yeah. Awesome. And John Russell is also a business consultant himself. Do you want to tell folks a little bit about what it is that you do, John?
Sure. The name of my company is the Business Source LLC. I started the business in 2008 after a 30-year career in advertising, sales, and marketing. And the reason why I started my company is to be able to provide a full suite of services for any small business owner that needs help with customer development, training, or some strategic direction as the owner.
Awesome. And true to the nature of this video series, we are offering viewers just little golden nuggets of information based on the masters that are sharing. And John is a great teacher. And what he'd like to share, as you can see on the screen right now, are the personas and the Wizard of Odd characters and how that relates to what it is he does and how it relates to you as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting subject. And I'm glad it came up today because I've been trying to help all of the business owners I work with understand how to develop personas for their customers so that they can create a better buying experience. And not very many business owners are willing to take the time to do this, and everyone should. You want me to tell you a little bit about these characters that you're seeing?
Yeah, so why should we do this, John?
Well, consumers today are frustrated with a lack of customer service overall in almost every sector, especially in the service economy. When you begin to understand who your customers are and what their characteristics are and how they think and how they prefer to be engaged with, you can actually customize your selling process to meet and align with their preferred buying methodology. So we're really trying to make buying easier for your customers. And as we learned not too long ago at MABC, reduce the friction between doing business with your company and having your customers get the benefit of the product or service that you sell.
So it really is, taking the golden rule and moving to the next level. Golden rule being treat others as you want to be treated, but not everyone is the same as you. And so therefore we're treating them as they want to be treated. Is that correct?
Yeah, if I can, I'd like to scroll ahead and explain to you these 4 character personas and how you can relate them to your business.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's move forward.
Okay, I'm going to check the next screen here. This is the competitive persona. These people generally are quick and logical, and you can see the attitude, how they view time, what their requirements are, weaknesses, how you should be presenting to them, what the problem-solving approach is, and how they like to facilitate decisions. And you can look at their characteristics and begin to understand when you come into contact with somebody who has a competitive persona. By identifying that, you can tailor your presentation, tailor your communications, and customize your buying process within your current sales approach so that it meets this buyer's needs. So competitive is one. Spontaneous is the second one. Quick and emotional. The first one's quick and logical. Spontaneous people are quick and emotional. So they're undisciplined and fast paced. They want evidence that you're trustworthy. They want personal attention. They want to know the why of your business in terms of why you're the best solution. And to be a better business or salesperson in this regard, you want to support their feelings, interests, provide guarantees, opinions, and not options. So spontaneous people, quick and emotional. The third persona, business-like, detail-oriented, disciplined. They want evidence. They want documentation. They want to know how your solution works, how it's going to help them. And then you want to support the principles that fits their persona. And again, provide evidence and service. And the fourth persona, humanistic, very deliberate and emotional, very interested in the relationship part of the business transaction. They're not in a big hurry. They want to know who you are, what you think, and who you know. They're connected at the human level. They want to know who have you provided solutions for in the past, so testimonials are valuable. And then you want to support their ideas, their intuition, and you want to stress the importance of the relationship, and testimonials speak to that as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And I just maybe for my benefit and viewers as well, one of the things that I'm thinking of is going back to your original slide where you had the pictures up there and seeing if I can match competitive, spontaneous, methodical, and humanistic to those pictures. So I'm guessing that Dorothy would be humanistic, or am I off target?
I believe Dorothy is,
Or is she spontaneous?
I think she's spontaneous.
Okay. So
She
when
wants to
you
get out of town quick, click your heels and let's go.
there you go. And then who would be the humanistic one? Is that the Scarecrow?
Uh, the humanistic one is the lion.
The lion, that's right. Right.
He's got the biggest heart of all of them.
And
The
competitive?
Tin Man is methodical,
Gotcha.
and that would leave the Scarecrow as being competitive. I'm not sure if Dorothy's a competitive one or the Scarecrow, but
No, that
in this presentation, I go into more detail in terms
yeah.
of.
So sorry if I lost you on that one a little bit, John.
No,
But
that's okay.
my mind wandered that way, and that just might be an
That's a good
enhancement to
question. If I had
so
more time, I'd delve into that.
make that linkage there. But clearly, there are different personalities here that you've got
Yeah, I'm
defined.
thinking Dorothy's the competitive one. She wants to get up and go.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
they're in order, actually.
Could be. Awesome. So let's move on
Lions,
to the other slides that you have to share. Sorry about taking
that's
us
all
out of
right.
sequence.
That's all right. I'm just kind of going through my slides here.
Yeah, if you
Anyways,
if you bring the table up again, because that was a good slide too, where you've got the quadrants defined.
let me see if I can find that here. Hold on a second.
Just peeked out for a second.
Right there. That's what you're talking about?
No. That's the one. There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Yeah,
were going to
pretty straightforward.
yeah. So you can see how each of these fall on the logical versus emotional scale, and also on the deliberate versus quick scale.
Exactly. And what the thing about this, Stuart, that frustrates me is that the majority of business owners won't take the time to do this. And I want to share with you a book, and maybe I'm jumping ahead. Is it too soon to talk about that?
No. You're perfect timing. Yeah.
I want to share with you a book that is available on Amazon for $0 on Kindle. It's free. Or you can buy the paperback from $1.99 to $12. It's called Buyer Legends, The Executive Storyteller's Guide. It's written by two brothers, Jeffrey Eisenberg and Brian Eisenberg. These are a couple of guys that I meet when I go to school in Austin, Texas at Wizard Academy. And they have taken the process of identifying your customer personas and creating legends for your buyers so that you can help create a better buying experience for everybody you do business with. It's simple as that.
Yeah, no, that's great. And one of the things that I certainly would have asked you, and we got there, is if you have a book recommendation for viewers where they can get more information, and there you go.
Yeah,
Um,
what I like about this book is it goes into detail about personas and what buyer legends are and how you can optimize your sales funnel to function better when you're tailoring your presentation for the different personas. And there's a chapter in there that talks about how to write your first buyer legend in 90 minutes.
hmm,
So you select the perspective, you identify all the things that could go wrong, you develop the reverse chronology outline, and then you develop your legend draft, which is essentially give me the personality characteristics and the buying traits and the personality characteristics and factors that that particular type of person wants to go through, that's going to go through naturally, and then you match up your sales process so that you're in alignment with the way they think, and they're going to reward you with loyalty and a lifetime of purchases ultimately.
yeah, perfect. And that's really what we want, is the lifetime value of holding a customer is worth much more than the one time, let's just grab them and go. So
Yeah, I think
if I
it's
can
really
ask,
important.
maybe we can have you stop sharing for a sec, and I want to come back to you. What got you into this line of work? So if we, can I stop your sharing?
You want me to click that?
Yeah, go back on the share and say stop share. Bingo. Now we can see
Okay,
the
we're
full
right there.
videos. Great,
How did
super.
I fall into this,
Yeah,
Stuart?
what made you passionate about this subject, about what it is that you do? How'd you get in this line of work? That
So I'll just share this with you.
Mhm.
When I started out in radio advertising sales back in the 19, whatever it was, 100, I was introduced by a gentleman by the name of Roy Williams, who was an ad writer out of Austin, Texas, who specialized in creating radio ad campaigns for small business owners. And I got introduced to him. And the long story short is he started a school in Austin, Texas called Wizard Academy. It's a nonprofit institution where the brightest minds in marketing come together from all over the United States and Russia and Australia and re-engineer success and break it down so that they can help teach all the tips and tricks that the top experts in the field are able to apply on any given day.
Mhm.
So on my first trip to Austin, my first class that I attended there was called Journey of 1,000 Miles Begins with a Single Step, Ride the Bullet, which means shoot the gun and grab on and hang on, because the journey that you're going to embark on as a business owner is an amazing experience that really doesn't, it's about the journey, it's not about the end result.
Mhm.
So I met Brian and Jeffrey Eisenberg early on in my career, and they wrote several books prior to this that I purchased on how to write great website content, how to develop um, what they call conversion rate optimization, which how do you convert a website visitor into a customer in an optimal fashion? And they were actually the people that coined that phrase. And they took it one step further, which is not only are we going to improve and optimize the process to convert a website visitor to become a buyer, we're going to help you learn how to understand the different types of buyers and teach you how to customize your sales approach so that it lines up with how people want to buy. What kind of common sense is that?
Mhm.
It's just so common sense.
Yeah,
And
makes.
for some
Mhm.
reason, people are so hell bent to go fast that they've lost the ability to slow down and study the characteristics of their most important customers. And I am an advocate for take a time out, identify who your main customers are, identify their characteristics, understand their personas, create a buyer legend, and teach your people how to give the customers what they want, not what you think they should have.
Yeah, no, and it's so beautiful that you're sharing that now, John. And just where my mind is going is your leadership of Madison Area Business Consultants. And what I'm seeing is your customers, as president of MABC, are really the consultants in the room. And you are taking the time to identify what each of us can offer and bring back to the organization and pulling us all
Clearly,
together. So it's just I will put that testimonial out there on your
it's
behalf.
almost the case in point, isn't it?
It is, it
Because
is,
I do
it's
this every
beautiful.
day
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
natural course.
yeah.
It's
And it
just innate for me now.
and it just it comes through, and it really shines through with your authenticity, and just the gratitude that you share for the organization. And I would encourage anybody that happens to be local to the greater Madison area to maybe investigate Madison Area Business Consultants. And we will put contact information in the show notes down below after this video is produced. So if you scroll down in the YouTube channel, you'll see how to get in touch with either John or myself. And this is Stuart B. Fields with expanding your potential and growing your awareness, and however we want to put that together.
That's pretty cool that you're
It's
doing this.
it really is. And John, do you have any last? We're pretty much at time right now, and I want to keep
Great.
this to under 20 minutes. But do you have any last parting words of advice for our viewers? Anything that you?
All I'll say is what I've said before. Take the time to get to know your customers,
Yeah.
and then create a buying experience that's in alignment with what they want, and watch your sales go up. It's that easy.
Awesome. John, thank you so much. And I hope that those that are listening or watching this have found value. Come back, tune in for another episode. This is Stuart B. Fields with Expanding Your Awareness, Increasing Your Potential. Thank you very
Thanks,
much. And
Stuart.
thanks again, John. Yep.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.